The attention was focused on the Lakers with the introduction of their new head coach, Darvin Ham. And Russell Westbrook, the star-crossed superstar of the Lakers, was in attendance for that press conference. Woj, I know you had a chance to chat with Russell Westbrook. What did he tell you?
Hey, Greeny, Russell Westbrook really expressed tremendous enthusiasm for the Darvin Ham hire, really has started to connect with him on a human level. He said he really admires his path to becoming a head coach and his really, his no-nonsense approach, results-oriented. Those are all things Russell Westbrook said he really identified with. And one thing he really loved hearing from Darvin Ham so far, the idea that not only is he going to hold Russell Westbrook accountable as they move forward, but he's going to hold the entire team accountable. And certainly that's, I think, in his mind, a step for this organization. Now, Russell Westbrook can opt into the final year of his contract at $47 million. He's expected to do that at the end of the month. But Russell Westbrook really enthusiastic in getting to know Darvin Ham so far and expects to talk a lot more with him about his role, how he fits into it as they move through the summer toward training camp.
All right, Woj, thank you very much for that. The expectations for the Lakers were high this year. Thought maybe they'd be playing in this round and said they didn't even make it into the play-in. So let me come over here and get the reaction. Stephen A., you have a skeptical look on your face.
I mean, please. This is not something that I want to hear right now at this particular moment in time. Let me say this about Russell Westbrook. Future Hall of Famer, never cheats the game with his effort, his energy. We know this. I'm telling y'all this right now. Everything about last year was not Russell Westbrook's fault. There's a whole lot that came to it. So let's not let Russell Westbrook think that everybody's blaming him for everything. That is not true. But what I would ask Russell Westbrook rhetorically, of course, is this. If you worked on your jump shot and you worked on your free throws, how good would the Lakers be? Think about that for a second. That's how sensational Russell Westbrook can be. We've seen him sensational without a jump shot. We've seen him sensational when he's struggling to hit 70% from the free throw line. If Russell Westbrook paid attention to today's game, stop being so stubborn about his game, and say, you know something? I got to modify it a little bit. I got to improve my J in my latter years. Watch what the Lakers could potentially be capable of course, with a healthy LeBron James and Anthony Davis, which is asking a lot, Michael Wilbon.
It's
I know
asking
that.
too much.
I know that.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you this. Darvin Ham, I listened to the entirety of Darvin Ham's introductory remarks.
So did I.
He's persuasive.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's a commanding presence. And I'm thinking, wow, man, Darvin Ham's got me on board. Hey, wait a minute. I know what I just saw. Right? And by the way, I know he's going to do his very best to make wrong everybody who has that sort of doubt. That's what great players and performers do. And that includes Russell Westbrook. But Greeny, I don't see it. And I'm not blaming Russell Westbrook. It's not his
None of us
fault
are.
specifically. The fit was not a good one to begin with, and I'm not going to blame Russell Westbrook. I still think there's plenty left in the tank to give it somewhere else. But just bringing the same Laker cast back, I don't see that.
So that's a $47 million relationship. And it was really smart for Russ to be there when he knew the rest of the teammates weren't going to be there. So he can actually talk to Darvin, and Darvin can tell him, I'm going to hold you accountable in a different way at this point of your career. And you guys are right. He can have a jump shot. He can get it together mentally. But as a veteran, what you also have to do is reinvent yourself. Like we saw Russ on the ball. We saw triple-double Russ. We saw MVP Russ. Now we need to see defender Russ, cutting without the ball Russ. And that's what those conversations are about. And lastly, Stephen A., I know that Woj said that the coach told him that they're going to treat everybody, I guess, fair. Yeah, he's going to treat everybody fair but not equal. And that's different.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.